athletes. In 3, Katie Van Berkel, and in 4, Ava Carew. Geneva Bond from Masqua in 5. Mixed Max Julia Lily Osend in 6. Cascades Sophia Jensen, who won the U17 C1 6,000 meter by 18 seconds yesterday in lane 7. Chima's Sloan McKenzie in lane 8, and rounding out the field, Jessica McKay from Masqua.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on Sophia Jensen of Cascades. She was one of the junior national competitors a couple months ago at the junior and U23 World Championships. She finished with medals in the C1 200 and the C1 500. Very impressive results from her. And as we've seen, her form is impeccable, and I think that's really what makes her different than the other athletes out on the course. She just head down, focuses in, and she reminds me a lot of watching Katie Vincent paddle, another great athlete, a lefty too in this discipline. So I think she's an athlete that won't let the righty wind of the Welland International Flatwater Center have a disadvantage.
And I think we really haven't talked enough, as you mentioned, about this athlete, a U16 athlete that won the U17 6K yesterday, and you mentioned that she never really faltered. You couldn't really, there's going to be pain when you're going around a 6K course, but she was able to hold on the entire time, keep that form consistent, and didn't really have to worry about any of the other athletes. She was just so far ahead the entire time, driven towards that finish, and ended up coming ahead by 18 seconds to claim that national championship.
It does look like if there are some athletes that will give her a run for her money, it looks like lane 8's Chima's Sloan McKenzie has a pretty good pace going and is following steady behind Sophia Jensen, and even Micmacs Julia Lily Osend also shortly behind.
That's right, and if you mentioned Sloan McKenzie, one of the top athletes in this U16 division, because yesterday she won the C1 200 meters, so she'll look for double gold here in Welland, as there's about 250 meters remaining, 3/4 of the race done in this U16 women's C1 1,000 meter.
We can't forget over there in lane 4, Ava Carew, fantastic as well, right up with the other competitors. It looks like it's kind of a three-way race between them.
Yeah, it looks like it is Carew, Lily, Osendi, and McKenzie battling for the medals in this U16 women's C1 1,000 meter. Look out for that white boat of Ava Carew way out and ahead by a bit with about 100 meters remaining. She set the pace early, and she's been holding on to it so far. She set the best time in the heats and will look to prove that that was not a fluke performance. That white boat about 2 boat lengths ahead of Lily Osendi. Things looking pretty consistent. Carew not really faltering, that stroke rate staying up high.
Yeah, and it looks like Cascade Sophia Jensen doesn't really have anything left in her unless she can come back and try and reclaim that silver medal. It's going to be a tight finish there as she is pushing for those final few meters. Will she be able to do it? That is too close for me to call. It was literally a photo finish there as Cascade Sophia Jensen crawled back onto the Julia Lily Osend from Micmac after falling back a little bit, but without a doubt, the first place finisher, Ava Carew, from Canoe Canoe Club. But look how close this is. With a little bit of an angle, I have no idea. Maybe that's going to be what affects her, as she did kind of go on an angle. Still staying in her lane. Of course, we'll wait until we see the unofficial result for that.
A tight finish there to figure out the remainder of the podium after Ava Carew crossed the line. A perfect example of why we should mention that it's not those white buoys with the numbers on them that determine the finish line. It is those orange buoys where the finish Links technology is set up to determine to the 1,000th of a second who came across that line first.
Yeah, exactly, Stan. It's a little deceiving to the eye, I'm sure, for some of the athletes as they come down, that it is just a little bit in front of that, but it's going to be interesting to see who ends up coming up with these unofficial results. I'm kind of waiting to see it. It looks like Jensen may have been able to make a pushback enough. but you never really know. It's the human eye is not good enough, and that is why we have very expensive and extremely intelligent technology that does it for us. And it looks like she did just barely by the nose of her boat. Sophia Jensen will capture the silver medal. Wow, what a comeback in that last 20 meters.
Yeah, Sophia Jensen stealing away a medal from Sloan McKenzie, who had a chance at it with about 200 meters left. But Jensen really coming back hard and stealing that silver from Lily Osendi with just by literally a tenth of a second, a fraction of a second. And as a result, she is now a two-time medalist at this event after winning the U17 C1 6K.